Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on another edition of Starting 11, now that the thing finally decided to work and let us go live.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Adelia. That's my buddy Snark. We're here to talk about the week that was in the Premier League because it finally came back after an international break that was mostly pointless. Snark, how are you?
I'm doing good. So yeah, it's about to get even more pointless. It's going to get a longer bit of pointless, but it is going to take away an extra week of pointlessness and just
Yeah.
add it on to the week that is pointless. But whatever, that comes next year. Some new rules concerning
Yeah.
the
There's
first the
a
first international break,
yeah,
anyways.
there is an Arsenal podcaster, the Ars blogger, who
Arse
calls it
what? Is that what they call it?
Arsenal.
Is that
So
what it
he
is?
calls his blog the Ars blog, and he that's what his podcast is, Ars blog.
Oh
So
boy.
he calls these the interlulls, and I'm like, that's about right.
Yeah, the arse blog. Oh, yeah, I thought that was a medical condition. Want to
No.
talk? Oh, okay, good. Now I want to talk about Arsenal. Arsenal, lucky us, started the week off bright and early on Saturday
Yeah.
at your beloved Emirates Stadium.
Yep.
Forest coming to town, new bus, not the same as the old bus. They got
I should.
they've got North London legend Ange Postecoglou back
And
in charge of it.
Postacoglu.
Yeah. Taking over from Nuno Espirito Santos. What did he do for that club? Ridiculous.
I know.
Ridiculous. Does
I
nothing.
know.
Oh, just brought them European football. Nottingham Forest. Come
I
on.
know.
Why would you ever want to be a manager for Marinakis? Steve Cooper does all he can to get them out of the championship, gets no help financially, gets sacked. They bring in Nuno, he gets some European football, gets sacked over nothing. Over nothing.
Yeah.
So Pastor on. Let's see how he does with his first
Has he
match in
been
charge.
gone for so long that you've forgotten how to pronounce his last name?
I don't know if I ever picked it up in the first place. Spurs coach.
It's Ange Postacoglu.
Oh, pasta. What do I get? Pasta Costello?
Mm-hmm.
Pasta Cogaloo. I like the way I say it better. It's probably better.
Okay.
Change your name. It was been 95 days. It's been 95 days since he's been in charge. That's long enough for me to remember anybody's name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. Well, I did remember that this match started early. I don't think the Forest guys did at all because they were, at best, lackluster. They were lack. Arsenal had 3 times more shots than they did at 5 shots compared to one. It's good that they got Morgan Gibbs White. Morgan Gibbs White seems so happy to be back,
I know.
captaining
Thrilled.
the Forest squad. Oh my God, still that look of terror on his face when they were doing the interview. It's something that's always gonna make me laugh. Anyways, they act just like Spurs. Like the Forest is acting just like Spurs under Postecoglou. So much that your fans were singing "Are You Tottenham in Disguise" in the second half, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Uh, you guys made a couple of big signings over the
we did.
summer. 3 of them involved in this. 2 with goals. One gets a standing ovation when he's brought off. I have no idea why. I have no. Are you guys just so? Were you guys just so looking forward to somebody that could come in and replace Osaka? That he was like finally someone who didn't lose us a game. Was that all was going on with Noni Madueke? He made
I
some
thought he
plays.
was pretty good compared to the people that we've had filling in for
That's what I'm
Saka
thinking.
before.
That's what
So,
I'm thinking. Well, you guys had Waniri or whatever in there before, and he's just a kid. So yeah, but I keep seeing the same things from Madueke. He takes the ball, he can win the dribble, but he's going to go right to that goal line, and he's going to get in so deep, he's going to have trouble finding anybody to pass it out to. It's a habit. He's going to keep doing it. You got to find if someone is by chance unmarked, maybe he can get it, but there's no way he's going to put it into a space that you can actually get the ball to somebody. We've just seen it too often with Chelsea. He does, or he'll put it into the side of the net. He does try to make the one play or whatever, and it gets saved easily. But yeah, that's who Madueke is. But I also saw he was taking your corners, which is pretty remarkable. I don't remember him ever doing that at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So he's introducing something
Um.
else to him.
Well, Declan Rice didn't start this game.
No.
Gave him some rest after I guess a hard international break. I don't know. I didn't pay any
He
attention
had
to
a
the
game coming
international
up.
break.
He had a game coming up quick. That's
He
true.
had a game coming up today, so we gave Declan
Hmm.
Rice a rest. Somebody had to take the corners. Usually it would be Saka.
Yeah.
He's not there. So they went with Madueke, and it was okay. It
Yeah.
wasn't awful.
Well, you didn't live up to your name, but well, kinda, because the first goal comes through another of your big signings this summer, Zubamendi, and that thing was an absolute rocket.
It was.
It's coming off the corner that gets headed out. It goes outside the box. He's waiting for it one time. It never hits the ground, and just the bend. The bend. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
He
FIFA
it
shot. It
was
was a
great.
FIFA, like a plain pro FIFA. Ridiculous.
I was
Ridiculous.
watching the game today, and I think they said he'd only scored 11 senior goals prior to that game this weekend. So he'd never scored 2 goals in a game before, which he did
Well,
in this game.
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Guess what happened? A brace for Zubamendi. Guess when? Also in the second half, through a nice pass
A
by
header.
Trossard, and yeah, a
Yeah.
header. So yeah, great. Trossard coming on late or whatever. I think what was it, a minute afterwards he comes on
Yeah.
for Madueke, right? And then he gets
Yeah.
the cross in or whatever for the header
I
for
don't
that.
I don't
But
remember if he came in from Madueke or Eze, but I think it
yeah,
was Madueke.
yeah. Uh, Gyökeres, starting his the second half off right. I don't who plays that long ball in. So I can't remember. I just know that it goes
I
to
can't
Eze,
remember either.
and well, yeah, it comes in from the pass in comes from just outside of their box all the way down. Eze takes it, and it's a real nice pass.
It is.
Gyökeres didn't have a choice but to score. He's not Nicholas Jackson. He's
No.
gonna, he's gonna make sure that he scores from there.
Yeah.
Scores quite easily. You guys dominate a four side that was top four all season until the last couple of weeks last year. They do not look like the same club.
No, they don't.
They look wayward. Why would they go with Postecoglou? Why? It doesn't make any
I don't
sense because they're
either.
Greek.
Like
Because they can speak Greek together and eat olives. Maybe that's it.
I maybe I know
Uso.
that maybe they wanted a manager with Premier League experience,
Oof.
and there's not that many of them out there. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know why they went with Postacoglu. I don't get it. I had fun listening to the crowd sing to him, to his team now. Are you
Yeah.
Tottenham in disguise?
Yeah.
He remains someone who has never won at the Emirates Stadium because he never did with Tottenham, and that was very amusing to me.
Well,
The big thing we should talk about in this game, though, is Odegaard goes down
yeah.
on the shoulder again. He's got the shoulder injury back, and he's gonna miss some time now.
How well have they said how long?
No, they haven't said how long, but I was reading some stuff that it's the same injury. He just re-aggravated it.
Yeah.
And it's not like a separation or a dislocation or anything. I don't know if it's like a sprained AC joint or something, a rotator cuff something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he landed hard on that shoulder and he tried to carry on and couldn't. It's like pain management, I guess, is the
Yeah.
thing now. So, and
You're
it's a
gonna get the
shame.
cortisone shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rotator cuffs are like especially the surgery is, is long and especially painful. Now, that's the thing. A lot of surgeries you can get away with or whatever after a couple days. Like people can be walking on whatever. Rotator cuffs suck to get. Like pitchers who have
Yeah.
rotator cuff surgeries, they're on for a long, long time. So that really is too bad for the captain. But looking like they did at the
And I thought
midweek
Ethan,
Champions League, they look pretty good
yeah,
without him.
they looked pretty good in the Champions League today too, but I thought Ethan looked pretty good when he came on to replace Odegaard as well.
Sure.
He looks more assured than he did at times last year, even though he didn't look all that crazy last year either. He's very calm on the pitch.
Waniri, he can
Yeah.
rest easy because his bank account is nice and fat now.
Yes, it is.
He's doing just fine. He's doing
Hi,
just fine by
Tom.
himself.
Thank you. Appreciate that. My
So
voice is better. Yes. So
yeah, yeah. So they look good midweek. They take care of Atletico. It's a good job. Who's it? That was
it wasn't Atletico. It was Athletic.
oh, sorry, Athletic. Yeah,
Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah. They get Martinelli. That first goal by Martinelli,
The goal
just to
from
control,
Martinelli was pretty good.
just to control it after just coming on to beauty,
Hmm.
and then he gets the assist and Trossard's go a little bit of a fluke, maybe a little bit of a deflection there, stuff like that. But that's not
Yeah,
definitely not
you
an own goal.
you take them how you can score them.
Sure, it's the first goal that kind of deflects in off Tosin that it's kind of hurts Chelsea in the first half, but we'll talk about that in 1 second. Uh, One thing we got to say before moving on from the Arsenal, I was going to say Spurs Forest matchup, is that Forest are on the clock. Now we know sometime in the next 2 years, Adelia, Forest is going to win a trophy. It has been
Oh,
written, so it shall be
I
done.
don't see that unless they get relegated and win the championship and come back up.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. He led a team to 15th place
yeah,
and won a trophy. They're in the Europa.
yeah.
Sorry, they're in the Champions League. They're in the
They're in the
Champions
Champions
League.
League. Yeah, it's
Ridiculous.
insane. Tom Lavallee saying, "I know this is a Premier League review, but Karabag won today. Yes, they did. They beat Benfica today, I believe."
So funny. Oh, so
Ferris
funny.
in the chat saying, "Shout out to Karabag."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Champions League is something else. Anyways,
the
Chelsea has a
Champions
big
League is
match.
crazy sometimes. Yeah, Tom saying Forest won't win a trophy this year, but they
Yeah.
will next year.
Every second year he wins a trophy.
Like I
There
said,
you go.
like I
Clock's up.
said, championship next year
Yeah.
is my guess.
That's true. Oh, they won't stick around with him if they get relegated, will they? The way he's
Who
going, the guy.
knows? Marinakis has got his Greek Australian friend in there now. Who knows?
That's true. I was thinking he'd be more like Roman. He wants to get rid of guys really quick and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, well, I don't see if we make it. They go from European football to championship football. I don't see how he sticks around. Maybe maybe he does. Coach,
Marinakis is a weird guy, though. He makes
he's coached
weird
up in Scotland.
decisions.
Yeah, and he's coached up in Scotland. He's used to kind of lower tier kind of football there. little dig in the Scottish Premier League. All right. Speaking of digging,
Ferris also saying, shout out Juventus for the comeback.
never shout out Juventus. What's the matter with you? Oh my God. All right. Ridiculous. All right. Uh, I was pretty
Let's talk
upset.
about this game that I watched this weekend.
Which one? What? Brentford and Chelsea? You watched this?
Brentford and Chelsea.
So I felt pretty bad for most of this, especially after the outcome, until Ferris in the Discord in all caps gave me crap for getting against Brentford, supposedly ruining his sleep rap picks that we do. Turns out it didn't for him at all, but just so it annoyed him just even a little bit was fine by me. So yes, yet another derby for Chelsea. They're fourth in a bloody row to start the year. I know they had Champions League football coming up, and it's the first time in a couple of years.
Ferris
And
saying, I know they are cheaters, Rob, but so are Chelsea, so two peas in the pod.
no, it's way different. Where's the Chelsea's doing it? It's a tax thing for God's sakes.
Ferris
So
also hates you.
that's pretty rude. Pretty rude. All right. Uh, Chelsea decided, well, they're doing that thing again. Maresca has too many toys. So they're going to mix it all up. There's just things that I don't understand, especially on the back line, like having Wesley Fofana play in place of Reece James. Wesley
That
Fofana
was weird.
is not a right back. He's a
Yeah.
center back. And then not even playing Malo Gusto, having Reece James come on to start the second half, made no idea. Having Hato come in for Cucurella, okay, I'm fine with that. He is supposed to be the backup for Cucurella. Also can play center back. This is the kind of, this is what they like doing. They like having these players that can play in a couple positions and stuff like that. Having Bonanotti come in for his first Chelsea action in place of Cole Palmer in the first half maybe wasn't a great idea. I think
I
Bonanotti's,
yeah. I turned this game on and I was like, is Cole Palmer still injured? Why isn't he playing? And then they were like, Cole Palmer's on the bench today, and I was like, what?
it's a minute management thing again. He's coming in off the injury. He is coming in off the injury. They have the match coming up tomorrow and stuff like that, so they want to limit minutes for some guys and stuff like that, which I get. But having Buonanotte come in for the first time and stuff like that's somebody you bring in off the bench later as the game's been going and stuff like that. You don't start your game with But of course, I'm not a world champion, world champion manager. So what do you want from me?
My God.
Anyways, all these changes again, just make it's the same thing as last year. They hold on to the ball too long. They're not thinking about making the pass to go in and attack. And when they do, they're susceptible to long passes. It happens a couple of times before finally getting burned by Sharda. Chalaba going in way too far to make a tackle. It looked like a clean tackle. The ref has to play on, which was fine by Brentford because they just played the ball up. Sharda gets it. I don't know why Wesley Fofana was so far ahead and then running like hell to get back. Tosin's in there defending, but opens up his legs and it goes in off his thigh. Past Sanchez. Sanchez really doesn't have a chance. I was mad at him at first just because it seemed to go in kind of slowly, but you see, like Sanchez is there for the save, but it gets deflected in. It's the same thing as with hockey and stuff like that. It's like if you're gonna block it, you can't let it get through because it's gonna change. But anyways, good goal. I think it was Jordan Henderson, by the way, that played the long pass. So a big play
I
for Henderson.
forgot until I watched this game that he plays for Brentford now.
He is playing for Brentford, and well, there you go. He gets an assist in this one. Chelsea had the possession again. One chance, really, only through Enzo. I think Pedro had a chance, but it was blocked in front, so don't really. Enzo has one go through, kind of a weak shot that goes wide. It wasn't great. Second half, here comes the help. Kukare is in, James is in, Tyreek George comes in to start the second half. He looked okay. For a guy that was sold a couple of weeks ago, only to have it brought back. Cole Palmer comes in the 56th. 5 minutes later, gets his first non-penalty goal since January to level the match. Well, it's a nice goal. Good for him. No problem with that. Maybe should have made it at 2-1, but Keller makes a real good save. Maybe he had a little bit more space to either side to put in stuff like that, but I think he was just trying to get rid of the ball as fast as he can. And then Garnacho is going to make his Chelsea debut.
I
Oh,
still can't believe you guys bought him.
he's coming in. We got two of the same player now on that left side, and I don't know if either one of them are any good because Jamie Bito Gittins or Bino Gittins, I think it's going to take a little bit more season. He's coming in from Germany and very high expectations. They had high expectations over him at in Germany, so he's coming in here. It's like okay, they want to bring him slowly and stuff like that. They give him the start here. It's like okay, did nothing. He was earning a paycheck in this one and not really doing much else. Garnacho comes on. He looks okay. He looked okay. He's credited somehow with the assist on Caicedo's goal that puts Chelsea ahead. When he plays it into the box, it deflects off somebody and comes out to Casado. So I don't know
I
why.
don't know how that he gets an assist on that, but
I have no idea. I have no idea. Maybe because no one actually played it. Maybe because it rebounded off of somebody. Because you can same
maybe.
thing as hockey where you can rebound it off a goalie and put it in. Maybe that's how. But yeah, Caicedo scores. Everything's great in Chelsealand until an old demon pops up, and that is loss of concentration. They just break down 3rd minute of extra time from a long. What is with the long throws? That is like they've come back with this now. This is basically another corner. If you can get a guy that can put it into the box, that's just another corner.
Yeah.
But Chelsea has 4 guys watch as it gets flicked on, and then there's ridiculous shenanigans about this. A lot of people are saying Dango Watara, after it gets flicked on, is kind of gets in the way of Reece James before it goes over to who Carvalho. Carvalho scores it on the far side. But some people are saying, well, maybe VAR should get involved. You can't be offside on a throw in like that, but you can be offside when it's flying. I was like, also, but I don't think Watara ever touched Reece James or got in his way at all because
I don't think he did either.
Reece James sure wasn't bothered. He would just turned around and looked. That's just lost a lack of concentration. They just blew it. They blew 2 points there. Yeah,
Tom,
there you
yeah,
go.
long throws. What's old is new again. Yep.
It was a forgotten art. People have finally said, "Well, we have these now." It's like a free kick almost from that side now. When you get the
Yeah.
right guys, it's a long way. Like I'm still
Hmm?
surprised, but it also comes in slow. How do you let that stuff happen?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I
It drove me
really thought
nuts.
Carvalho was offside at first, and then
Yeah,
he's clearly not.
nope.
Um, but yeah, you guys are just standing there watching.
There was 4 guys watching one guy jump, and it's like we've seen this before 2 years ago. This is that club. This is a Graham Potter style set piece defending where they're just watching. They watched. Ridiculous. They still need bigger guys too. They don't have big enough guys. Still, I don't think Tolson was on at that point either. Ugh, whatever.
Tom says watching this as a Liverpool fan. Big assist by an X-Red, big save by an X-Red, big goal by an X-Red.
Mm.
We'll get
They're
to your
Liverpool.
team in a minute, Tom.
They're Liverpool fans. Just kidding. Seems they're all there are Liverpool fans. Now that Man City's become passe, everyone's going to be a Liverpool fan. But anyways, that was it for Chelsea. I'm not like that second half. They were very good until they just shut down those last 5 minutes. Yeah, they dominated the second half. They looked good in the first half in points, but just too soft. I don't care if you have the ball. You need to go ahead. You need to try
No
and score.
affairs. No. Tom is not an Arsenal fan.
There's Arsenal fans. I'm just kidding about that too. But that's it. Yeah, it was 45 minutes of effort. That when they had their starters in, they looked like they were a class football club, and it looks like their subs have a long way to go. They have a
Yeah.
long way to go.
Tom says he's been a Liverpool fan for over 20 years, and Ferris comes back with, that's disappointing.
I think he was talking about when I was saying, "Oh, everyone's a Liverpool fan now." It's like the most popular club in the world. All right, so that's it. A point for Chelsea, still undefeated. The perfect season still in our reach, undefeated and we'll be the new ones. We'll be. I don't know if we'll ever get defeated again, to tell you the truth.
You will.
But well, we'll see. We will see. It hasn't happened yet. Now, moving on to 2 very important matches: Palace and Sunderland, Everton and Villa.
They
Very
happened.
important because yeah, well, I was just trying to build it up to nothing. Nobody scores, so we're not going to give a shit about it. No
They
scoring, no
happened.
talkie. No scoring,
Yep.
no talkie. If you guys don't care, we don't care. Moving on. Bournemouth. How about this team? Ridiculous. 2-1 win over Brighton. Brighton had some injuries, but who cares? Look what Bournemouth had taken away from them. Just from their starting 11. Zabarni over to France. Hoyson over to Madrid. Kirkesh over to Liverpool. Watara back over to Brentford, like we just said. Never mind Kepa, all these other guys. They got a pretty good keeper from us in Petrovic, and he looked pretty good in this match against the Seagulls at Vitality Stadium for all our English fans. Alex Scott, nice goal, little spinner just at the D. Semenyo's going to get an assist on this. Semenyo been amazing to start the season for Bournemouth. Matoma scoring with a header. Now,
That seems odd.
it did seem odd, right? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
he has that. He has that in his toolkit. Why have they never used it? But the thing with that was the crossing by Minte, which was phenomenal from near the
Yeah.
touchline to find him. Not good enough though, because Gianna Van Hecke gonna step on Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen dies and then gets resuscitated back to life just in time for the penalty. But I thought it was a good penalty. It just, of course, a little overreacting, maybe a little overreacting to it, but it was a legit penalty. And Antonio Semenyo is going to step up and he's going to legitimately score. The winner for Bournemouth, who've won 3 straight matches after that a close one against Liverpool to start everything off
Yeah.
too.
Bournemouth
Uh,
have looked pretty good this year so far.
How is Andoni Areola not the manager of the month, considering everything that's been taken from them? And they give it to Arne Slot.
Of course they do.
Whatever. It was so funny. Anyways, moving on. We
I
also have to.
the Arna slot one is just so. We'll talk about that when we get to the Liverpool game.
I think
But yeah,
Jack. I think Jack Grealish, wasn't he like player of the month for getting 3 assists or something? Ridiculous. Anyways,
a little
uh,
ridiculous.
Fulham beats Leeds despite their best efforts because
Yeah.
Leeds outplayed them from the opening whistle on.
Hmm?
They outplayed them so much that they ended up having to get Leeds to score on themselves to win it, which is a heartbreaker. Gabriel Goodmanson, that it came from about 10 feet out on a header from a set play. Oh, there's some, own goals are usually within the first 2 feet or something like that of the net. But to be that far out, the header to be hit so pure off the top of his head,
Yeah.
ridiculous. Poor Leeds, they have points slipped through their fingers. They were better in every single way in this match, but what are you gonna do? And just a quick note about this one, I guess Kevin makes his Fulham debut for the Codgers. Looked alright. That's okay. Had one good chance. He had a curling shot come in wide. There you go. I think that's Fulham. Wasn't that Fulham's biggest sale or biggest buy ever? It's Kevin. There you are. That's his debut. All right.
That's just crazy to me. But
We'll talk
yeah.
about another debut here. This guy looks more impressive, I thought. Newcastle. What do we got
Problem
here?
with a thing here. I hate own goals. They should be scored like they are in hockey. That's my hot take.
You're exactly right. You're not wrong. That's how it's supposed to be. You should never get credit for an own goal. Newcastle taking on poor old Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, speaking of debuts, Nick Woltowini is going to come in. And a pretty impressive header for the only goal in the match. Watching this kid play, like he's 6'6". He's a big dude, big size, but he just seems like the friendly Erling Holland, right? Like
Yeah,
like
kind of.
they made 2 of them, and one was just set with evil, and one set with good. I think Walter may be the good version of Erling Holland. Doesn't mean he's going to be better. Doesn't going to mean he's going to score like him. But I think a lot of the Geordies are going to be pretty happy that they get somebody in replace of Isaac, which is going to be devastating, or they're going to make you feel devastating. They got the guy with the same size,
Yeah.
but more physically imposing. But
Yeah.
does he have the touch? he's only had one match, so who knows? He had a nice
Yeah.
header, and it was a forceful header. Like when he put some meat behind it. But what's also going to be super fun for everybody watching at home and those who get to go to St. James Park is when Waltamani lines up with Yon Wissa across the line. One's 6'6", one is 5'9". It's gonna be like twins. It's gonna be like that movie Twins, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope they play that song for them all the time. Little Richard, everybody. R.I.P. Little Richard. Are you ready to talk about one of the more detestable London derbies there are?
Sure.
Well, over at London Stadium, we get West Ham and Spurs. With the Spurs are already up 1-0 after a goal by Sarr. 47. Sorry, Thomas Suchek's going to come in. Studs up on João Paulinho. When I say studs up, he gets him in the shin so hard he rips his sock apart.
Yeah.
And the freaky thing is, I can see bone. That's blood. It's like, oh my god, this is so disgusting. This is Moises Alou disgusting. Nope, just tore his sock, and for some reason, it looks like his shin guard is made of steel, and then he had like red paint on the top of it. What is with that? How is he down for
No.
3 minutes? He's down for 3 minutes with a steel shin guard. How's anybody down after this? How? That's what a robot would have. I wouldn't see a robot rolling around the pitch for 3 minutes. They have more
I don't
pride.
think robots would feel pain.
I don't know. R2D2 or C3PO sound like they feel pain. Also, C3PO would be, more of a man about it than pulling you. I can tell you that right now. Also, speaking of debuts, well, it's not his debut, but Bergstrom, like from the free kick, the ensuing free kick, Bergstrom gets in. He's going to score, and it's over for Tam. Yes, first PL goal. Mickey Van de Ven is going to add another, like a superfluous third goal for Spurs 3-0 final. Uh, they gotta be like, as we speak, they're building a gallows for Graham Potter, right? Like they're not just going to fire him; they're going to
We thought
publicly
he was going to
execute
be.
him.
No, they're not going to do that. We thought he would be the first manager fired this year, and he wasn't.
Yep. Well, you know, we've thought rationally, he should be the first guy fired.
He should have
As
been, yeah.
yeah, someone is more of a gangster, and he doesn't think rationally, and that's why he just makes his changes when he could. But there's no way Graham Potter's making it. Well, certainly not through October. Does he make it even to October? Someone's going to have to jump on Santos. Someone has to jump on him. Someone else has to, no. Like, that's fine. West Ham has money. They were given that stadium. They got people buying Iron Maiden West Ham shirts, so I'm sure they're making money. Give it to your coach. You don't give it to any players. Kudus had a warm reception back
I'm
at the
sure
London
he did.
back at the London Stadium. Um, Now I don't know if it was quite with the vitriol as say Kukurea has when he goes back to Brighton, but yes, it seems they were displeased that he jumped ship to North London. I'd be more sad for him. I'd be more sad than angry. It's like you left
For
us for
that half
them.
of North London, yes.
You left us for
Absolutely.
them.
Mhm.
Kudus, ridiculous.
Yep.
All right, Adelia. All right, Tom. Uh, Turf Moor, Burnley hosting Liverpool, heroically hosting Liverpool. Liverpool is going to win, but they're barely going to survive. A 10-man Burnley squad. Now, it's because Ogachuku is going to get a second yellow, maybe a softer yellow. I would still say it's a yellow. he impeded the way and stuff like that. There's a lot of dramatics in it. That's fine. I'm not gonna get mad about that second yellow because that first was a red card. And how he got away with that, and how VAR didn't go up, and like when he goes into McAllister, it studs up on the ankle. It's reckless. It's dangerous. How is it
Yeah.
not a red card?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, yeah, Burnley got very lucky for that, and then turn about 80 minutes or so later, Liverpool gets extremely lucky. But a legitimate penalty for Rimpong finally does something for Liverpool, trying to play the cross in. And poor Hamble Mabry jumps out of the way, jumps and turns, which is ridiculous. You're a professional football player. Take the
Yeah.
ball. What's it going to happen? It's not like he's drilling it at you. Just take the ball. If it hits your face, it hits your face. Be a man. He turns, puts his arm up, and twists. Goes off the elbow. Easy call, simple. They got somebody there who's pretty good at taking penalties. Never mind what happened at the Community Shield. He has someone who's pretty good at taking penalties. So Mo Salah steps up. He's going to win it for them.
Yeah.
A fourth straight win for Liverpool. A fourth straight goal to decide it after, was it 80 minutes?
Yeah, after 80 minutes, there was this one, the 95th minute winner
Yeah,
versus Burnley, the 93rd minute winner versus Newcastle, the
yeah.
88th minute winner versus Bournemouth, and the .01 XG worldie from Dominic Sabazalai in the 83rd minute against Arsenal.
The
They
Sabazlai
are the
goal.
luckiest goddamn club. I swear to God.
They aren't conceding goals. They aren't conceding many chances. They look different this year.
They're boring to watch.
They're terrible to watch, considering
Yeah.
all they've had in. I see the media doing all they can
Of course they are.
to talk up guys like Florian Wirtz. Now, talk about how
Oh
much
yeah.
running he does and stuff like that. He's
Yeah, we
first in
had
the
we
league at
had new
running.
new stats on Sky Sports
You know,
for this game. Florian Wirtz in the Premier League ranks this season is first in off-ball runs. Since when is that a thing? Runs into the final third
hmm
and runs ahead of the ball. What the heck is that?
I think that's offside. I think that means he's offside. Uh, he was the guy that got tackled to get the second yellow on Ugachuku, though. So
That's
he
the
was,
most he's done all season.
that's his biggest contribution. But they'll also say a lot about German guys taking a while to get into the Premier League to get started and stuff like that. So I can cope with a guy like Benoit Gittens. Also, there's this guy named Holland that came in from Germany who,
Yeah.
who took a while to get
He
going
didn't
too.
take that long to get going. Tom Lavalley is saying chemistry isn't there yet, still winning. That's
Yep.
true. You are
Yep.
still winning. Like, barely and luckily.
Yeah, that
Their best game of the season so far was their first game of the season against Bournemouth.
yep, yeah, but they're doing what they have to do, and you can only play with who the calendar says and stuff like that. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen when it gets a little bit more. But I said this all year last year. Don't worry, Liverpool isn't going to be in it at the end of the year. They just have that thing where they don't look great, but they kept winning. But I think they
I
look
think Liverpool are lucky because they look terrible. That's why I think Liverpool are lucky. Yes, they keep going till the final minute, which is more than some teams can say. Mentality, sure, that's a big thing.
good.
But they don't look like they're playing well at all, and they're getting these breaks and penalties and late goals to win.
Yep. Uh, yeah, I would say they earned the penalty. I have no problem with the
Yeah.
penalty.
I don't have a
That
problem with the penalty
Yeah, I,
either.
I don't have a
Like
problem
if
with them
they're
winning the match. It's just they
yeah,
celebrated like they won the league, and they beat a ten
yes.
man Burnley squad.
The point is with the squad that they have, they should not need 10 plus minutes of being up a man to win by a penalty. in the 95th minute, excuse me. Like, with the players that they have up front, they should be able to score on Burnley.
Yeah. Well, things should change next week because they might be getting somebody in there that can score goals. I've heard he's okay at it. Heard he's
Yeah, I
okay
was
at it.
surprised he didn't play in this game.
Maybe just wanted to, maybe they thought, one more week to relax or whatever. It's Champions League starting up and stuff like that. So who knows? Who knows
Who
what the
knows?
deal with Isaac is and stuff like that? Didn't need him at the end or whatever. Maybe,
It's
well, they could have maybe used him
Isak,
at the end, but
not
yeah.
Isaac.
Alex Isak, the Swedish phenom. All right, moving on. One more. Do many people care about the Manchester Derby
No,
anymore?
no.
No, I
I
don't
mean,
know if
I cared about this simply to see how bad City, even though City have looked not great this year either, would embarrass United, and they did.
United didn't care about being in this match. They're
No,
terrible.
no.
Terrible. Yeah. Foden is going to put City ahead with a head. All right. Holland's going to make it 2 in the 53rd minute.
No
So,
team has been winning every game convincingly. That's not our point.
no, no, no. Chelsea's been not losing convincingly. How about that? All right.
Yeah.
Uh, there we go. Somehow, Hurling's going to miss a brace. Just like 2 minutes later, beats everybody, has an open net, somehow puts it off the post. You think maybe that's a good omen for United? It is not. It is not because he's going to get his second one in the
I did not know
69th
this,
minute.
and that is very funny. Ederson faced Onana in Turkey the same day.
Yeah, yeah, they're bringing a little bit of the Manchester Derby to good old Turkey. Now, uh, that goal by Holland, I thought was pretty funny. Somebody put a meme of a picture or whatever, and it's like, tell me how this isn't offside, just a clickbait thing or whatever, and you should have seen the raging about it and stuff like that. It's like, guys, he was, on his own side of half. Can't be outside on your own side of half. Here's the problem with that goal. How does Erling Haaland outrun everybody to the box? How does nobody catch up to Erling Haaland at
Yeah.
this time at the 70th minute? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. United battered in this one. Donnarumma, his first match for City, gets the clean sheet. Had
He
one.
looked much better than James Strafford did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that poor kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. Now he had to make one decent save off Mbumo, so that was fine. Casemiro had a great chance at the end of the game, puts it 4 or 5 feet wide again. He was right in front of the net. Someone, stupid Bruno Fernandez had to give him Casemiro. All right. Oh, poor United. United, what is it? They didn't like. There was not one single card shown in this match, and this is a Manchester Derby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I saw Roy Keane going crazy about it. Yeah, Roy Keane and maybe had a bit of an attitude when he played. Maybe he was
Yeah.
yeah,
Tom saying it was United, that's why there was no defensive effort.
yeah. There was just nothing. There was nothing. There was no heart. There's no heart in this. No one is playing
No.
hard. No one decided to play hard. This is your city's derby. You did nothing. You did nothing.
Yep.
Entire like you have this badge that 20 years ago the league bent over backwards for.
Hmm.
Never mind the players. The league would crazy for you.
Yeah.
Ferguson didn't get a penalty called on him in that building. Was it 19 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And now this is what you get. Led by Bruno Fernandez. You
Even
just
more surprising about the no yellow cards in this game thing, Anthony Taylor was the ref.
yeah, he was having a coffee and a smoke or something like that while everything was going on. Didn't have anything to do. What was he going to do? His two favorite teams. He's gonna
Oh
call
yeah.
something on him. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I still can't believe there was no cards. Like there was no slang. There was just no physicality at all.
Yeah.
This is
United doesn't
why Holland can
care.
run like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
too funny. It's too funny what they've done to that club.
It is.
Yeah, Amarim has now lost twice as many matches as he's won since taking charge. And then I saw the thing today that said, "Oh, he would have been the perfect Chelsea because they have these left backs that can play up the wings and stuff like that, and a holding midfielder." And it's like, I think it's worse than I think you're giving him way too much credit. I think it was just a poor hire. I think he did good in a spot in Portugal where he had zero pressure. He can't handle this. It might be a race now between who gets to
Yeah.
go between him and Potter.
Yeah, Tom saying United's derby next year may be against Salford.
That'd be
That's
funny.
hysterical.
That would be funny. That'd be
Yes.
awesome. All right.
So I'm looking at the table here. Liverpool in first, of course.
Yeah.
Arsenal second, Tottenham
Yep.
third, Bournemouth
Yep.
fourth, Chelsea
Yep.
fifth. Like down in the relegation zone is West Ham, Villa, and Wolves. Wolves have no points.
Villa can't score.
Yeah.
Has Villa scored this year? Maybe I think they have 2 goals this year. Where's the offense? And it wasn't the
Villa
offense that
has
was stripped
four
from them.
goals against and no
Yeah.
goals for.
Yeah. There you go. They can't score.
Yeah. Man United
They can't even score against
14th.
Everton.
Yeah. Man
Might
United
be
are
their spot
14th.
now. That might be their spot now, which is nice. It's nice to see. You know what, guys? It's nice to see.
It is.
After all this time, it's
Yeah.
if any club deserves it, it's them and Tottenham and Fulham and West
Tom saying
Ham,
Sunderland
and
are 7th based on the alphabet.
that's true. Yeah, they're Sunderland until they die. All right, want to talk about the shambles already that's going on in our sleep rap starting 11 uh,
Here's
Pick'em
what I
League.
want to say. Yeah, here's what I want to say about the Pick'em League.
Mm-hmm.
Ferris, to my
He's a
knowledge,
witch. He's a
because he's
witch.
asleep, he's not a witch,
Hmm.
doesn't watch these games.
No,
He will
maybe
watch
that's
highlights later. He will watch Arsenal games, but he will
yeah.
watch the highlights later. To my knowledge, he doesn't watch the other games. Somehow he's already like way ahead again.
He's I think already 7 wins ahead of me. Only going up to where only through 4 weeks. So yeah, not great, not great. How about young Ryan Christensen, the
Ryan
world's
is doing well.
the only Crystal Palace fan in the world? Adelia,
That's not true.
I'm pretty sure it's true. Now,
It's not.
uh, he's also doing quite well. You've been
He
doing
is.
fine. I've been doing absolute shit. I've been doing shit.
Do
I've been
you remember
terrible
this
once
year when
again.
you
Once
said you
again.
weren't going to make the crazy picks?
Watch what I do this week. Haha! I'm gonna watch what I'm gonna do. I think
Okay.
Ferris also has an advantage on us because he
What?
isn't doing it live with us, and then he can hear what we say, and then he can pick what he hears, and then he can do some fooling around with it. I think that's a huge disadvantage to us. But
Okay.
we are going to press on here. I am going to, if it comes to a point where I have to reason my way for one team, I'm going to pick the other because I
Okay.
never seem to do well when this goes. Now, the first one's going to be a little easier.
Yeah.
We get the Liverpool derby here, the Merseyside
Merseyside
derby,
Derby
the Merseyside derby here.
at
The
Anfield.
Yeah, at Anfield last year at Goodison, an absolute classic. But it was the one at Anfield. Everton couldn't score against Villa. They may be in tough against these Liverpuglians, those fellow Liverpuglians. What do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be Liverpool.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just wanted to see. This is where I get in trouble. I like to
Mm-hmm.
press things because I think it'd be fun, and usually things aren't so fun. Brighton, Tottenham at the Amex.
Tottenham.
Yeah, I have to pick them too. See, I'd like Brighton. I'd like to pick Brighton.
Mhm.
See, I'm learning. Over at the turf, more maybe Postacoglu can get his first win against Burnley.
Going for a draw.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick Forest
Okay.
because usually I would pick either the draw or the home team. So that's the thinking was. West Ham at home again against Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Yeah, Palace should win. That should make Ryan Christensen almost happy. Now, oh boy, Over at the Molyneux. Wolves and Leeds, and Wolves have to win this match.
They have to win this match. They
Hmm.
won't.
No,
I'm picking a draw.
I'm picking Leeds just to win straight up.
Okay.
Now, a fixture that always gets my favorite club in trouble, and it's at Old Trafford. But this is going to be the year that Chelsea takes care of business at that stinkhole of a stadium. United and Chelsea. I'm saying Chelsea win.
I am also saying Chelsea win because United just suck.
Yes, good, good. Maybe Mamram's last match in charge. We'll see what they do though.
See.
But Chelsea in the midst of playing 7 games in 21 days. But I think a lot of teams have that. I just know the stat about Chelsea. Fulham at the Cottage. You know our summer home and fall and winter. Taking on Brentford and one of the derbies that everyone forgets is a derby.
Yeah. I'm picking Brentford.
Gonna pick draw for me. There's got to be a draw at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Bournemouth and Newcastle. This could be a good match.
This could be a really good match. I'm going Bournemouth.
Bournemouth at home, Muthana Stadium. I'm gonna pick Bournemouth as well. Uh, ooh, they're gonna have. They should have Wissa in there. No, I'm still gonna go Bournemouth. They've been playing well. Over at the Stadium of Light, Sunderland and Villa. Can Villa score a goal?
Until they prove to me that they can, I'm going Sunderland.
Right.
I love Tom's comment here. Love y'all. We may not agree on who to root for, but we all root against Man U.
You're right. We all have that. Now I'm gonna say, geez, do I go draw? Just think nobody scores. I'm gonna go draw.
Okay.
Okay. Now the big one. This is the marquee matchup. This is the one where you get the ring announcer in there, and you get the showgirls, the music, you know, pomp and circumstance, whatever you have ridiculously have over at the Adelia. Arsenal taking on City at home. Big win, big matchup for both clubs. Who do you
I'm
got?
picking Arsenal.
She's got Arsenal. Again, I'm reasoning my way through it, so I'm going to pick Arsenal.
Okay.
All right, that's it for picks this week.
Yes, it is. And
I
that's
just
it.
guaranteed myself 10 points.
No, you did not.
Yes.
No.
We'll
And
see.
that's it for the show this week as well. Thank
Yeah.
you everyone for joining us. If you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another episode of Starting 11. We'll be back next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Snark, where can people find you?
Nowhere for the rest of the week. Unfortunately, I've got some things to take care of that isn't so great. So, no rewatchers councils this week for Buffy or Angel. They will be back next week with the season finales, both season finale for Buffy, season 4, Restless, and it's something. And then we got the season finale, the first season finale for Angel to Shansu from LA. Uh, yeah, it's it's exactly like the Angel first season. Like, all right, that's about it. No LGRN after Snark for a bit, and then we got we'll be back for this live next Tuesday, but pretty soon coming around the corner. As there were some rookie teams going on, rookie tournaments going on in the NHL. It's got some training camp coming up, so maybe it's time for some playoff beers where Ryan and I will talk about, possibly you would do, talk about what's going to happen in the NHL this season as the Winnipeg Jets probably go 82-0, win the
No.
Stanley Cup undefeated,
No.
be one of probably the team of the destiny, the team the only undefeated team ever to win the Stanley Cup. Let's see what happens this year. It's probably what's going to happen.
It's not. It's just not.
Okay.
There will never be a team that goes undefeated in an 82 game season.
until now. So, guys,
Especially
stay.
considering the shootout, and you can have a shootout loss. No.
That's
Tom
true.
saying, fun fact, he learned about the Arsenal Chelsea derby from a comic book.
Oh, really?
Which comic book? I didn't know about that. Yeah,
From
so we have,
blah.
I believe on Saturday, we are finally going to do the Guardians Volume 2 MC Rewatchers Council. And uh, because there's no Buffy and Angel Rewatchers Council, that will be all for me for the rest of the week if I'm on it. So, Tom's saying the Hellblazer comic.
Hmm.
So you can find me back here on Sunday doing a watch along with Matt Munoz of the Arsenal game at 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central. And you can find me in about an hour on a Steel Conspiracy with our friend Shug. We're going to talk about the Canelo Crawford fight. We're going to talk about the not great weekend for the Steelers or the Broncos and some other stuff too. So check it out.
Are you going to talk about Bruce Dickinson singing the national anthem at the Steelers game? Pretty awesome to have Iron Maiden singing the national anthem in America. Ridiculous.
I didn't know that happened.
It happened. Oh, it happened.
I'm about to go do this show about the Broncos game because I literally didn't get to watch the Broncos game. It didn't air here. So this will be fun.
What? All right.
Um, but thank you everyone for joining us.
Alan
Uh,
Moore. Holy shit.
yeah.
All right. Now I have to find it.
Okay.
There's it.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will be back next week. Bye.